All right. So in my part one, you must have heard about equality. We did lot of terms in equality. We did the various forms of inequality. We did how equality is discussed or how equality is followed in the Indian Constitution. We also talked about the apartheid policy. And I had promised you that once you've seen my slide, once you've read the book, now it's my time to judge how much have you learned and how much have you understood. So let's begin. Now, you will answer this question. Central feature of democracy is equality. Yes, you're right if you said this. And equality is very important for smooth functioning of democracy. In India, a citizen of dash years or above has the right to vote 18 years. Dash is known as the mother of modern democracy. It is Britain. Now, Britain is known as the mother of modern democracy. Britain gave the right to vote to women in 1928. In fact, that was quite late as compared to other democracies of the world. Define the term Dalit. The word Dalit refers to a group of people traditionally known as untouchables or outcasts. Right. Now, everyone deserves dash and dash. Everyone deserves respect and dignity. Casteism and discrimination contradicts the principle of dash and dash mentioned in the preamble. So, casteism and discrimination, it is against the principle of inequality and discrimination which has been mentioned in the preamble. The policy that has contributed to the upliftment of the scheduled caste in India is protective discrimination. The practice of untouchability has been made punishable by the Constitution of India. Right. Now name the journalist who wrote series of reports on the caste discrimination in 1999. That was P. Senath. Right, and this he wrote in 1999. So you have to understand, even in that time he was talking about the caste discrimination. How many seats are reserved for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes and OBCs by the government? देखो scheduled caste को 15%, scheduled tribes को 7.5% और other backward caste को 27%. Now, what do you mean by the rule of law? Rule of law means everyone is equal before law. It means that no person is above law. Who was Nelson Mandela? He fought against dash policy. Now, Nelson Mandela was an anti-apartheid revolutionary who also served as the president of the South Africa from 1994 to 1999. He was the first black to be at this position, and he fought against the apartheid policy. Apartheid policy is the racial policy which is against the black majority population, and this policy was adopted by the white minority. Now, Nelson Mandela was imprisoned in 1964. Now, when was the flag of the Republic of South Africa unfurled? When both the black majority and the white minority, they together formed the government of South Africa. So that was on the 26th of April 1994. Dash helps in the smooth functioning of democratic institutions. Judiciary, that's very important, and it is one of your blank which I found at the end of your book. So people have written equality. If you won't write equality, you'll write judiciary helps in the smooth functioning of the democratic institutions. In the Indian Constitution, the practice of dash in any form is prohibited. Untouchability. Dash is the important aspect of all democracies. Equality. Dash was given life imprisonment as he opposed Dash regime. Nelson Mandela was given life imprisonment as he opposed the apartheid policy. Now, little bit of multiple choice questions. Now, when a person or persons are treated unequally, their status is violated, their freedom is violated, their dignity is violated, or pride. when any person is treated unequally, their dignity, their honor, their self respect is violated. Now, African Americans were discriminated in the USA, right? Now, define the term dignity. Dignity word means being worthy of honor and respect. What do you mean by the term Dalit? The term Dalit means broken and it is used to address the low caste. Define constitution. Constitution is the supreme law of the land according to which a state is governed. Who is allowed to vote in India? In India, all adults who are above the age of 18, irrespective of their religion, education, or caste, are allowed to vote. What was the condition of the African Americans prior to 1950? Now, before 1950, African Americans were treated unequally and they were denied equality before the law. Now, question number 27. What are the two ways in which government has tried to implement equality which is guaranteed in the constitution? Now, firstly, through the laws, and secondly, through the government programs to help the disadvantaged communities. So, two ways how government has tried to implement equality is, of course, through laws and through their programs to help the disadvantaged communities. Now, this is very important. Describe the challenges of the democratic nation. Now, no democratic country can be said to be fully democratic. There will always be the struggle of communities or people for equality and dignity. Describe the main reasons which were responsible for the continuation of discrimination. Even when we were independent in 1947, we still discriminated people on the basis of their religion. तो ऐसा क्यों था? What were the reasons? See, one is the attitude needed to change. Even knowing discrimination is against the law, they continue to treat people unequally. That means your attitude remained the same. Secondly, it is only when people start believing that no one is inferior and every person deserves to be treated with dignity, that is why discrimination still continued, because people did not understand. Their attitude did not change. Number two, they believe that they are superior and someone else who belongs to a different caste or different economic status is inferior. So unless these two things does not change, the discrimination will continue. The Indian Dash recognizes everyone equal. The Indian Constitution recognizes everyone equal. So this is all about the questions that I thought could are important from the chapter equality. Rest, there are certain long questions as well, which have been answered very beautifully in your books. If you have any queries, I'm here to help you. You can post me in the comments, and I will definitely tell you how to write these long answers as well. So, till then, happy learning and see you again with a new chapter tomorrow. And this time it will be the Mughals, the most dreaded chapter, but I'm sure I'm going to make it very, very easy for you. So, tune in tomorrow at about 7 p.m. to see a brand new video on the Mughals. Thank you, bacho.